Customer said that when you turn it on cooling, it blows hot air. I came out here earlier and let me tell you what I found. Pressures look great. Low side was 140, high side was 330, 340, something like that. Pressures look good. It was cooling really well. I left and she said, it's working great right now. She called the office. She said, hey, it's blowing out hot air. So I think I know what's wrong even before I open it up. There is a fan heat control board on these York units, and I think that board is energizing the heat strips. I'm going to take it apart, take a look, and find out what's going on. This is the electrical components. Here is where the power comes in. Then we've got our contactor. We got a PTC, so that's for starting that compressor and dropping the start winding out. Run capacitor. We got our transformer, defrost control board, and this is our fan heat control board. I've seen these burn up and doesn't look burnt, but we're going to find out what's going on. See, there's a plug right here. You see that plug with the yellow and purple wire? That is used to send power to one of the heat strips. The unit kicked on, so I'm checking from C to yellow, right, to see if I got a call. Got a call for cooling. Now I'm going to check to the W. Okay, call for the heating. Ooh, we got 10 volts. So we could have a shorted stat wire. We could have a bad thermostat that's sending a signal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the amp draw of the heater kit and see if we've got one of our heaters pulling. So I've got the panel off over here. Looks like we got 10 kW, we got 2 heaters. So I'm going to take my meter, turn it from volts to amps. All right, measure this heater first, nothing. Measure this heater next, nothing. Okay, hit that relay a little bit, nothing, nothing. All right, so we shouldn't be pushing any heat out of the vents. Let's see, we got our schematic. Here's our fan control board, the one that controls that heater through that board, which is really not a good idea because when you have that much current going through a board, then I think that's one of the causes of the short life of this board, causing it to burn up. But you can see heater number 1, yellow and purple wire, and that's that right there. Let's just take a look, see if we can see any burn marks at all. Ooh, a little bit of discoloration there, but we don't have any of the heaters working right now. But I bet you there's something going on. It's an intermittent problem, so I'm going to wait and I'm going to see what happens. And I did say to her that this board, I think it was over $500. She said she really can't afford that. I told her no big deal. I'll take and connect the C and the W to a relay right here and then run that plug through a contactor or that relay so that it no longer runs through this board, and that function is no longer handled by this board. That way it'll save her some money. So there are other ways, but that's the fan control board. See, FCB says right here, fan control board. Recheck the heater kit. No heaters are coming on, energizing. It could be that control board, but right now it looks like it's the thermostat. So it's on the cooling operation, but we've still got that power going between C and W. So if it ends up sending 24 volts to that W terminal, then we're going to be energizing some heat strips. So what I'm going to do is process of eliminate. First, we're going to recheck the power to that terminal, and then we're going to go inside, and I've got a thermostat similar to the one that's on the wall. We're going to switch it out. Thermostat is back on volts, AC, checking from C to W, right? We still got 11 volts, wow. So, okay, let's go check out the thermostat. So here's the thermostat. You can see it's been set to cooling. Here's the thermostat that's similar. Made sure that on the back it's set for heat pump instead of gas electric. It's set to energize in cooling, so it's set to O, reversing valve, and then also, oh, it's set to gas. I need to change that pin to electric. So I switched that pin to electric, and now I'm going to turn the unit off, pull this off the wall. Okay. Now I'm going to take this part right here and take it off, put it on my other thermostat. And you can see it's wired correctly. Alright, let's put the other thermostat on after we put the little flappy thing on here. Alright. Now.
I talk to myself all the time. Sometimes I don't want to get involved.
Alright, now, new thermostat on the wall. I'm going to turn it to cooling. We're going to see if we have that voltage output like we did before. Come on. Come on, come on. Should be a green light here in a second. Turn it back off. Now turn it back on. There we go. Now it's on cooling. You can hear the indoor blower going. It always comes on first. And you can bypass a little delay through this board by shorting across these test pins. Watch. Oops. See? Now outdoor fan came on. Take the test leads. Turn it to volts. I'm going to check from common to W1. Still got 11. Ooh, definitely not the thermostat. Glad I had an extra thermostat. So it's definitely not the thermostat. So I wonder. You see, hold on a second. See this board? It's got a couple wires going to that terminal. Well, I'll tell you what, I can just take this wire off and see if the call goes away. If it's coming from the thermostat, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna take that off. I'll resplice it, put it back on there. So I took that wire off. C to W. Is it still there? No, it's not there. It is not there. So it's coming from the stat wire. Okay, so the problem is that we probably have a shorted stat wire. So what can we do from here? We can take and use another wire. In this bundle we got several wires to choose from, and we can use another wire instead of this wire and then go ahead and recheck it. So I'm going to use the black wire. Let's use the black wire. How about that? Let me splice this, put it in its place, restart everything up. The unit's back on. We got the meter set to volts. It's in the cooling operation, so of course we should have power between C and Y. Of course we do, 24 volts. We should also have power to the orange, which is the reversing valve. It should be energized and cooling, so yes, we do. And we should not have volts between C and W now. So we're using the black wire instead of the white wire. I took it off at the thermostat and off of this board where the terminals are. And I'm using the black instead. Oh, and we've got 3 volts. So that means it's definitely a thermostat wire problem. It's not a thermostat issue. I'm gonna try another wire, and if I can't get another wire to work, then I'm gonna replace the thermostat wire, okay? And that's how I'll fix this issue. So I guarantee you that it was energizing the heater kit, and the heater kit is what was causing all the heat to be blown into the house, and that's what was happening. I actually replaced the indoor motor on this unit. If you don't know anything about X13 motors, I'll drop a video down below on how to troubleshoot X13 motors like this. This is an ECM motor. I replaced the indoor coil in this unit as well. This unit I think now is about 12 years old, so there's no more warranty on it. But I've replaced a lot of parts on this unit. And that's how you find out the thermostat wire is bad. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more about low voltage shorts, I'll drop a couple videos down below on troubleshooting low voltage shorts. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me. I have a video on thermostat wiring and low voltage basics that you should check out. I got a link down below for you to learn more. And I also have a video on relays and transformers so you can learn more about how they work and how to troubleshoot. Go check it out.